We're talking about the 10 most insane camouflage in the world. How many animals or people on this list can you spot straight off the bat? I'd love to know. Leaf gecko. There's a wild-looking gecko out there that has the complete ability to blend in with 3 leaves. Meet the satanic leaf-tailed gecko. What an intense name. Despite its devilish connotations, I'm told that the reptile is no relation to Satan. Phew. That being said, what kind of magic is present here to make the gecko totally camouflage? The image I first saw of this animal made it look like it has a bright orange eye, giving its disguise away a little. That eye appears to have been photoshopped in. In reality, the reptile is actually way more camouflaged. If I didn't know that I was looking at a lizard, I would just see a bunch of leaves right here. The satanic leaf-tailed gecko can be found in Madagascar and are usually just 3.5 inches in length. The leaf part of their name is kinda obvious, but the Satan part apparently comes from small horns that they have on their head. Some specimens have red eyes too. I think that they're fantastic masters of disguise. Wraparound spider. I like spiders where I can see them. Thank you very much. I'm not here for a secret spider that can pop out and shock me whenever it feels like showing itself. At first, I didn't spot the spider in this image, and then I couldn't unsee it. I feel like this is going to give me nightmares. The wraparound spider, officially known as Doliphons conifera, are mainly found in Australia and Oceania. The species seem to be able to perfectly blend into trees and branches, and they have a weird ability to flatten themselves to aid their disguise. The spiders look big in these images, but thankfully they're only around 1/3 of an inch in length. Can you imagine if they were 10 times bigger? I may never leave the house. These incredible but terrifying spiders aren't harmful to humans, like a lot of venomous spiders in New York are, but the fact that they are so well camouflaged still makes me feel stressed. A Reddit user posted the image on the social media site, and it got 2,500 upvotes. One commenter said, "Imagine it wrapping around your arm or tongue." Okay, I think that's enough talk about spiders. Household cavalry. Animals in the wild can be natural masters of disguise. It doesn't come as easily for us humans, who have to spend a lot of money and effort to try and replicate them. Sometimes it pays off. Enough. Take a look at this picture and tell me if you can see anything other than trees. Household cavalry are the official escorts to the British Queen, so they are pretty important people. Good luck trying to spot them in this image. Need some help? Okay. They are partially revealed in this image. Still can't see them? Okay, well, here they are. Good job. Buff-tip moth. This moth is a piece of chopped wood, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Seriously, just look at this buff-tip moth. It's doing such a great job. Somebody posted an image of a buff tip on Reddit, and it got over 40,000 upvotes. The comments were filled with buff-tip moth admirers, and I totally get it. Someone wrote, "It even has cut marks on it. Someone please explain that." To which another Redditor wrote, "The ones that don't look like wood get eaten." That basically is the explanation. The buff-tip moths are so well adapted and camouflaged to their environment because they need to be. Their disguise is the best protection they have against predators. If you're lucky, you can see these moths across Europe and Asia, although you might not see them at all. Owl. Owls are masters of disguise and among the most artful predators on the planet. I love owls, although I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of one. Check out this selection of owls doing some excellent disguise work. I found a whole article filled with camouflaged owls, which might explain why I've never seen an owl in the wild. Have you guys ever spotted an owl? Did you know that some owls can fly at 40 miles per hour? And they're pretty silent too. I'm gonna say it, owls are the ninjas of the animal kingdom. Russian spy drone. Okay, as we are midway through the list, I wanted to offer a bit of a different perspective here. We talked about owls in the last point, but did you know that Russia intelligence has built spy drones disguised as owls? The camouflaged drones were unveiled at a military expo near Moscow in 2019. The remote-controlled drone looks like a bird flying in the sky, but actually, it's equipped with a camera and a laser beam. The drone will allow Russia to spy incognito, allowing it to approach targets without recognition. Yikes! Sniper. Keeping it in the military for just one more point, can you spot the sniper in this image? It shows just how effective camouflaged clothing really is. The sniper isn't too hard to spot here because he is standing up and looking at the camera. But what about when he's laying down in his sniper position? You can't see him at all. A good sniper needs to be able to be two things: invisible and an excellent shot. He already has the invisibility part down. I wouldn't want to be there to test his firing ability. Pygmy seahorse. I love seahorses. They're such excellent and interesting creatures. Can you spot the seahorse in this picture? Probably not. Pygmy seahorses are amazingly well camouflaged. These little sea creatures are found in the Coral Triangle area of Southeast Asia and are around 0.8 inches in height, so they're pretty small. Their size and their camouflage abilities make them very difficult to spot in among the flora and fauna around the coral. Let's have a look at a few more images. Can you see anything here? They're really good at hiding. Gray tree frog. I actually had to stare at this image for so long before I saw the frog. Seriously, I just sat there for about 15 minutes just staring and staring. But once you see it, it gets a little easier, but you can definitely unsee it too. If you need a clue, it's sitting on the twig to the left. This frog has done an incredible job at blending in with the tree bark. The gray tree frog is native to the eastern United States and southeast Canada. These little cuties are not endangered, which is probably thanks to their amazing ability to disguise themselves. Like chameleons, tree frogs can actually change their own colors, although at a slower rate and with less color variation. Still, they're pretty great, right? Copperhead snake. Okay, we have a winner for the most insane camouflage. I actually refused to believe that there was an animal in this picture, but it turns out that there is. Can you see it? I don't blame you if you can't. I actually had to cheat with this one because I couldn't see it myself at all. But there is a snake almost dead center. This is a copperhead snake, which is native to eastern North America. When I first saw this picture and had the snake pointed out to me, I wasn't too freaked out, as snakes don't scare me as much as spiders. However, I have since learned that this snake is super venomous. Their venom actually has the potential to kill humans, although they would generally shy away from an encounter. The problem, as you can see, is that people don't see the snakes, so will do things like accidentally step on them when they're camouflaged as a pile of leaves. This can be very dangerous indeed. So, watch your step, I guess. That was the 10 most insane camouflage examples in the world.